knows none of his ways.
That's what they doing, blowing in their hair and all that shit.
Yep.
They got all them doing that few them talk shows. Which, if I'm sitting in a building, you know, say you at the doctor's office or you sitting in a building, you know, doing business, they'll have the TV up, and the first thing they have on is that view.
Yeah.
And all them black bitches got, like they took a paintbrush and stuck it in a can and painted their faces.
All them throw a pound of makeup to look lighter, and then all them got weaves, and they claim they want
eyelashes.
Yeah, and them thick, I don't know what they are. They always, them eyelash things.
Them big Barbie doll eyelashes. So what happens when you finally get a man from all that fakeness, and then you wake up one morning and you be like, who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Bitch, put your makeup back on.
But you leave her face on your pillow.
Yeah. Eyelashes hanging there, the titties fall off.
Weave hanging.
Cellulite.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe half of them and then I found out like a lot of them, they braid their hair up, right? Or some of them even cut it all off and then put the weave back on. Instead of taking care of their hair.
Like their eyebrows, they'll shade the eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then take a pencil and draw them back.
That's a demon. That's wicked as hell. That's a demon.
That's a product of Christianity.
Yeah. That's Christianity and that Jehovah's Witness thing and all that. Because if you're a little girl growing up, keep seeing that the Lord is a so-called white man, you're going to worship the so-called white man. You know? The best way to tell the best way to tell a lie is to know part truth. It's the truth and then to lie about it.
They still won't like women.
You know? Yeah, these so-called.
And demons coming by today.
Yeah.
You can talk over because the mic still pick it up.
Yeah, these so-called Edomite white men, so-called white men are going to start killing you black bitches. You know? Because you in the 60s, even before that, you do some research, you find out that these women wasn't with us back in slavery. Because there was a thing called they would get around and sip tea, but they would be bed wenches for the slave master Esau. And
like
then
Stockholm Syndrome?
something like that.
Hey, they had to beat that into them because from the buck breaking and you know the man not standing up and doing anything during slavery.
Yeah.
Eventually, the women start giving in to the who was in the power seat.
Yeah, and that was all orchestrated by the Most High. You know, because that had to happen, and that's why we're out here. We're out here to tell y'all why and why things are happening like that. You know, because these guys they think they know. Some of them know about it. Some of them had the knowledge, but not the wisdom. But that's why we're out here to tell you, like,
zeal, but not according to knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah.
Romans 10:2.
Yeah. A zeal, but not according to knowledge. They think they know, but they don't know. They don't have a clue. And through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and through the apostles and elders, the great millstone, he gave us the information. And then we're doing the job. We're doing what we were called out to do.
Yeah, like the IHPK, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge.
Yeah.
Everybody think that's talking about some Christian church. That's talking about the Israelites too.
That's right. Because if you, and to tell you this, right, if you with USBK, they always talking about, the fake Israelite. How you? Yeah. They wicked as hell. Always talking about some
wicked shit.
Yeah, some fake Israelite group.
We got comments on teaching people that ain't Christian.
You know? But they supposed to be this glamorous rap, hip hop, rap, Black Panther, Power Rangers, showing up from Last Dragon group. You know? So they going off, and here it is. You can follow that group if you want, but they don't even teach about the chip, I believe.
No, they don't.
So if you follow them, and it get all the way up to the time where as though this the so-called Esau, so-called white man Esau implement that chip, yeah, it's grass, you know? Or should I say a fuel for the fire, you know? You're gonna get burnt up. The Lord gonna burn you up. So you better wake up to this knowledge. You better wake up to this truth, you know? And some of our people look so-called white, you know? But if you're an Edomite, you're going into slavery.
But that's a Edomite over there.
Yep, you're going into slavery.
Yeah, like he got hit in the head with a bat or something.
You know, for what you did to our people on this side. you're going right into slavery. And your first job, and we profit. Your first job is going to be digging them holes, burying those bodies. Wow. You know?
I got scripture. I got scripture. As you talk about ISBK, was they just carnal Israelites? They just people that know that they Israelites. You know, we could have some people in there that's of the elect. You know, the elect. You know, it could be in all these Israelite groups. You know, but this scripture goes to Romans 2 and 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly,
right?
And circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit,
right,
and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men but of Yahweh.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because that's the spirit. You know, because you have to understand that we were scattered all over. See, Israelites, we like to get down and, you know, we like women. So Israelites gonna have a lot of women.
Right.
So after dealing with women, a lot of children are bear from that. And our children, we have families over here, over there, over there. We were scattered before we went into slavery.
You're an Israelite. Where you from?
Wake up.
I don't know.
Nobody.
Come on.
Go ahead. With us being Israelites, we also like to look good. You know?
That's right.
We don't need the armbands and stuff like that, like a lot of these groups be having.
Yeah.
You know, that don't give you the faith.
Right.
You know, that ain't what this is about.
Yeah. It's more spiritual than anything, because we want that. We would rather have a spiritual than carnal. Right. You know, you guys, y'all want guns and all that. We want that spiritual power. You know, I would rather want to move this whole building, shake this whole building with the thought, just have it shaking, just start thinking about it, than rather just to have a big gun and just to go around. You know, that's Esau. He's carnal. We spiritual. What a gun gonna do to somebody that's spiritual? You know, that could control the elements. You know about elements, right? Huh?
Take them out of their vessel.
Yeah, that's right. You know, it's the spirit, you know, that bear witness, you know. But you know you're an Israelite too? You know you're an Israelite? You gotta wake up. What you was saying? Well, because you gotta understand your our history, you know. It's about the spirit, you know. It's your nationality, because what people don't realize is that this whole world is based off levels, right? You got kings, and then you got workers, right? The Most High is a king, and he got a people that he loves, an offspring. You know, he got his son, and we're part of that. So we want our inheritance back, but we went off. He was mad at us, right? So he punished us. So this is our punishment. Huh?
I said you speaking on the first rebels. I get that.
Yeah. So basically, you have an understanding, you know, but you gotta understand where you're from, and you gotta understand what's the right things to do to get your crown back, because our Lord is coming back to destroy, and he's only coming back for a certain amount of people, and that's the elect. If you probably ain't even know that, did you?
I know he's coming back to destroy.
Right.
For certain people.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that.
It's not what you like.
It's what's going to happen.
Right. You know that too. You have understanding on that.
You've been in the church, right?
I've been in church. I've been in the mosque.
Okay, so you're seeking. You're trying to find where you belong.
Right. I was about to say, some of our family members ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
We may not like it, but that's part of what's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
You know, what a part of it that you should like is knowing that they're gonna come back in their right mind.
That's right.
You know.
Even if they're taken away.
Yeah, the scripture says that all of Israel is going to be saved.
Yeah.
They're going to be destroyed in this society, but they're going to come back in the kingdom, because there's such thing as reincarnation in the scriptures.
That's right.
But where's the proof?
What you mean? Where's the proof?
We got to
show it to you in the scriptures there.
Yeah.
I got you.
Romans 11.
Scriptures. not
Oh, we can only go through scripture.
Yeah,
that's our proof right there.
Right.
That's our evidence.
But who created the scriptures in which you get your knowledge from?
The Most High.
The
Who
Most
created
High
your laws?
Yeah.
You follow
He-
today.
You follow the laws, right?
Yeah.
Of his land.
And
Who created
the Most
that?
High created the laws.
But who?
He set up- he set up-
But who's in the forefront of that? Who's in the forefront of the laws that you abide by?
Terminology confuses me.
Who come out?
I'm trying to get like a clear. I don't want to be debated.
No,
I just
you
wanna
fine.
get, like,
You fine
clear
because
understanding.
that's why we're out here to teach you.
Right.
That's why we're out here. So it's good that you're asking questions, you know. But this brother got a scripture. Listen up.
Hold on.
Get Exodus 32 and 15.
And that's good because
You can drop everything.
you,
else. Get that.
all right, you can ask the questions because that's why we're out here to you know,
Yeah, I got
allow
it.
you to wait, you know.
The second Ezra, 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, and they are faithful and true. So God gave inspiration, and man put it on paper to be written.
The thing that what was written in these scriptures, these are things like when you go to sleep. If you went to sleep tonight and you had a dream, you didn't give yourself that dream. You didn't give yourself that vision. And the Lord has angels He can send to you. Okay, which He did send angels before. Okay, and He still sends angels to this day to send to people to say, hey, this is what I want you to do. And that's before you was born. You was already ordained to do these things that the Lord set out for you to do. So when you see a man do something, see, the thing is, we're not the ones who's lying. You know, man isn't the one that's lying. The Lord isn't the one that's lying. The Lord isn't the author of confusion. The so-called white man is the reason why you believe the way that you do.
Why you say the so-called white man?
Because we're talking about Esau, Edomites. Edomites are the devil according to the Bible, the deceiver.
Well, we don't want to jump forward. We're going to go back to who wrote, when it comes to who wrote the Bible. Okay, read that.
All right, this is
Then
Exodus.
we'll go to that. The white man. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 32 and 15. And Moses turned and went down from the mount,
Everybody heard of Moses, right?
and the two tables of the testimony were in his hand.
Right?
The tables were written on both of their sides. On the one side, and one on the other,
Go ahead.
were they written. And the tables were the work of Yahweh,
The tables are the work of God. Go ahead.
and the writing was the writing of God,
Right, and the writing of God. Keep going.
graven upon the tables.
See, everybody getting confused that if the one you call God beamed down here right now, and everybody knew He was God, you have a lot of fakers and non-believers who will all of a sudden believe.
Yeah.
And the Most High God wants believers in faith. Faith is something that's not seen. So can you imagine, like, if you got rich, right, and you got all this money, you became a billionaire, would you want a bunch of phony people coming to you?
Absolutely not.
Right, that's why.
Because of the money.
Right, because they're phony. They just have the money. So when you look at that movie with Eddie Murphy Coming to America, he said he came to, although he could have went to any other woman, but he came to New York to get a woman that didn't know he was rich. So he could have, so they would actually believe in him.
So it could be genuine.
So it's genuine. So this is the same thing with God. So that's why the Most High put it in writing for everybody to look. And a lot of people say, I don't believe that. That was written by man.
Right.
Right? And because He's only coming for an elect.
Right.
Can you imagine if everybody saw God and everybody believed, He wouldn't have an elect.
Right.
And
You wouldn't have any elect.
He wouldn't have an elect because He's only coming for an elect, a remnant of His people.
yeah.
We're created in His image. So the Most High, He got certain things that He liked and certain things that He disliked, and that's what people don't realize either. Like, there's certain tennis, you got certain tennis shoes.
He's a liar, and he is a deceiver.
Right.
People are deceptive.
Right.
Said in the scriptures, right?
Right. So a lot of questions, you know.
He has a
The
favorite flower.
English
Yeah.
dialect, right? Wasn't created until